Tonight on the South Today, progress at last on new museum facilities for Southlands as stage 1 of the project gets underway. Invercargill's newest hotel marks 2 months in business, but it's not just tourists visiting the rooms. And our Dunedin Primary School looks to make a difference through greener options for their energy. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. The site where an Invercargill storage facility will be built was officially unveiled and blessed this morning. Project 1225 was launched by councillors and officials this morning as part of the path forward for the city's museum rebuild.
Mana whenua singing a karakia to bless the land before building gets underway. The clock started ticking on a new project in Southland, marked by the sod-turning event for the new Tisbury storage facility. The facility is part of Project 1225 and a stepping stone towards the ultimate goal.
But it's the first step in a wider project, which is the new museum in 3 years. So we need this done. So it's an exciting time.
It's set to safely house the 4.5 million piece collection for the Southland Museum and Art Gallery, which are parts of the project that are still in the works. They hope to have the facility ready within a year so they can move the collections and get started on the construction for the new attraction.
Project 1225 is incredibly ambitious, but we believe we have the team and the willpower and certainly all the enthusiasm to make sure that we get this museum built for our community.
Project 1225 is aimed at speeding up work around new museum and art gallery facilities for the southern city. Southland Museum's Pyramid building was forced to close in 2018 due to earthquake risk. It's hoped the new museum building, new home for the Tuatara and the Tisbury storage facility will be completed by late 2025. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Christchurch has suffered another ram raid with one of New Zealand's largest gun stores in the city targeted in an early morning burglary. Contractors were repairing the damage after this morning's ram raid in Papanui. Offenders using a green stolen Mazda Demio broke through the roller door at Gun City's Cranford Street shop just after 3 this morning. 4 people then entered the store taking several items. Police are still confirming what was stolen, but footage from the store shows the offenders stealing an air rifle and paintball gun. Boxes of ammunition could also be seen strewn across the store. The offenders escaped in a stolen black Subaru Forester. Police say they're following strong lines of inquiry. Invercargill's newest hotel on the block, the Langlands, is ticking over 2 months in business. Management say business has been brisker than expected, but staffing shortages continue to cause issues.
Locals and visitors mingling in the lobby bar of the Langlands. The 4.5-star hotel and dining complex in the heart of Invercargill's CBD finally opened 2 months ago. It's been a challenge launching the new hotel operation, but the manager says occupancy rates are exceeding expectations.
We're getting the local staycations. People living in Invercargill are coming for a weekend stay just to enjoy something. They're not having to drive 2 hours up the road to go to, a 4.55-star hotel and have a night out. And
while visitor numbers have been strong, finding and training enough new staff to take care of all the guests is an ongoing issue.
The wee niggle in the back of the head is the fact that we haven't had enough staff to be able to fully open all areas. So, the exciting news with that is the restaurant is going to get opened before Christmas.
Management say things are looking positive as international travel starts to pick up. The new team are now hoping for a busy holiday season as their new staff settle in. In Invercargill, the South Today.
A Dunedin business was feeling the pressure yesterday after a water meter burst along Kaikorai Valley Road, creating an unwanted water feature. A broken valve caused water to shoot up and spray onto the Midway Motors car dealership after contractors had spent the day carrying out maintenance work on nearby water meters. Workers from City Care Water tried stopping the business's roof from getting drenched by reversing their truck onto the deluge of water. The Dunedin City Council says the contractors faced complications while they were replacing a water meter at the business. Some Dunedin shoppers have been disappointed by revelations that the city will have to wait a bit longer for a new Kmart store. The Australian retailer revealed plans for a new Dunedin store about 6 weeks ago at the former Smith City site on Andersons Bay Road. The announcement caused excitement among fans of the Australian discount department store. Kmart closed its outlet in the Meridian Mall in 2020, citing building concerns. The Dunedin City Council has now granted conditional consent, but the site's owner has confirmed the project timeline stretches well into 2024. Work at the site is already underway, but developers say a firm opening date won't be announced until next year. Dunedin primary schools reaping the benefits of making greener decisions with their energy. Sawyers Bay School made the switch to solar panels at the start of the year, which they say is saving them money while teaching pupils to make better choices for the environment.
Getting in some rays and demonstrating how the solar panels work to pupils. Sawyers Bay School switched out their 65-year-old coal burner earlier this year for solar panels, after receiving a grant from power company Genesis Energy. The school says the switch wasn't just about saving money, but also about educating the kids. Principal Gareth Swate uses an app to track energy usage and is able to show pupils the energy consumed by everyday devices.
They're much more aware of where their energy is coming from. They're also seeing the relationship between turning something on, a switch, and actual energy usage, rather than just assuming that it will turn on.
Those behind the project say the wide and flat roofs of the school were ideal for the solar panels to catch the sun. Pupils believe the school's decision have given them a better understanding of the effect their actions have on the environment.
It's more like efficient for the earth instead of polluting it.
Sawyers Bay School says it's already saved around $2,000 from this initiative. Genesis Energy is hoping to provide solar panels to more schools to provide a better understanding of sustainability across the country. In Dunedin, the South Today.
FA Arkane still to come on the South Today. A Queenstown paraglider touches down on home soil after another record-breaking trip overseas. And the White Ferns prepare to take on Bangladesh in a T20 cricket series around the South.
Need a bed? It's Monster Mattress Madness at My Mate John's at prices that won't be beaten. He's knocked 25% off all beds and bedroom furniture. There's 50% off selected ranges and, just for good measure, he's upsizing King and Queen for free as well. Plus, he's got 18 months interest free. Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street and online at mymatejohn.co.nz.
Furniture from Stafford Street and My Mate John.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Hi, we're H Concern Otago.
H Concern Otago hosts a multitude of social activity, including indoor walks.
Hi, my name's Matt and I'm the Dines Group CEO. Dines is a company that's focused on selling logistics solutions to its customers. We're passionate about selling efficiency and we've been selling efficiency for over 50 years now.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to be super soft while still being strong and reliable. So I'm soft on you and soft on the environment.
Cotton Soft, proud sponsor of Bowel Cancer New Zealand.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Kiwi paragliding champion Louis Tapper has come back down to earth after breaking another record while overseas. The Queenstown-based man spent an entire day not touching the ground in a sport he initially took up to conquer boredom.
Queenstown fly guy Louis Tapper has got another New Zealand record under his belt. He's back home after spending 2 months in Brazil, where he paraglided more than 400 kilometres in a straight line in 9 hours, beating the previous record of 385 kilometres. Tapper's also been a top kiteboarder, setting a world record kiteboarding trip of 2,000 kilometres in 2010, before switching over to paragliding.
It was boredom. I was in my sister's town and there wasn't much going on there, and I saw some paragliders and I thought, well, I'll give that a crack, and then came back to Queenstown actually and learnt properly, and that was 11 years ago.
However, Tapper insists it's not about smashing times.
It's not about the records for me, it's actually about the progression and trying to do as good as I can do on a particular day. Yeah.
Tapper's now planning to enjoy some quiet time on the ground, relaxing and enjoying the world-class Queenstown mountains. In Queenstown, the South Today.
The Women's Summer of Cricket gets underway tonight at Christchurch's Hagley Oval, with the White Ferns taking on Bangladesh in a T20 and one-day series. Both teams are targeting good results as they prepare for next year's T20 World Cup in South Africa.
International cricketing silverware up for grabs. The White Ferns are getting ready to host Bangladesh across 3 T20 matches and 3 one-day internationals. The first T20 hits off tonight at Hagley Oval, with both teams using the series as an important build-up towards the ICC Women's T20 World Cup in February.
Oh, it's massive for us, and I think it's probably twofold. Obviously, there is the World Cup coming up next year, but it's also the IWC, the ODI points is massively important for us too. So to qualify for the next World Cup, we need to make sure that we're getting as many points as possible, and this provides us an awesome opportunity.
The White Ferns go into the series as favourites after their recent 4-1 T20 series win in the West Indies. And if the Christchurch rain holds off, a big crowd is expected at Hagley Oval tonight for the first match.
We are very happy to be here, and obviously this is our second time, and this is a very special place for all of us because we played our first ever World Cup here and I think this is a very good place to play cricket.
The teams will then head to Dunedin to prepare for their second T20 on Sunday, followed by the third game in Queenstown on Wednesday. The players will then switch focus to the one-day international format, with games scheduled in Wellington, Napier and Hamilton. In Christchurch, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Progress at last on the Southland Museum and Art Gallery project, with work set to start on a new storage facility. Business is strong at Invercargill's new hotel, the Langlands, despite staff shortages, with locals enjoying staycations. And Sawyers Bay School has switched to solar energy, aiming to save money and teach their pupils about greener practices. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome the Associate Editor, Jo Simpson. Hello, Jo.
Hi.
What can we expect in the weekend paper?
Cystic fibrosis sufferers to get a new life-lengthening treatment, include a former Oamaru man.
Okay.
Police to up its presence at the bus hub, saying a lot of antisocial behaviour is occurring, and dedicating security guards will roam the area.
Nice.
And the Black Ferns are snubbing the South in their victory tour.
So they're going most of the country and not down south?
Yes, I think they're stopping at Christchurch.
Oh goodness, what a shame. All right, hey, thank you for sharing, Jo, and we look forward to your weekend paper.
Thanks.
And time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, an anticyclone in the Tasman Sea will edge closer to New Zealand this weekend, with the cool southwesterly airflow slowly dropping back. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with light winds and 19 degrees in Nelson tomorrow, cloudy in Greymouth with 18 and light southwesterlies down in Christchurch with 16 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, cloudy with southwesterlies through here, and it's even 16s across the board for Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, and it's looking mostly fine tomorrow with those southwest winds still popping up from time to time. 18 in Wanaka and Alex, while Queenstown gets a high of 17. Heading further south, cloudy with westerlies through here tomorrow and 15 degrees apiece for Balclutha, Gore and the Catlins. And down to the deep south, showers clear tonight in Invercargill, dropping to 8. Mostly cloudy again tomorrow with breezy westerlies and showers, the high 15. And Sunday's looking mostly fine in the afternoon after morning cloud and showers, and the day's high will be 14 degrees. And finally heading to Dunedin, down to 7 with showers tonight, clearing in town. Then cloudy and cool to start the weekend tomorrow and up to 16 degrees. Then Sunday, Santa Parade Day, so expect morning northerlies, afternoon southwesterlies and a gorgeous 21 degree high. And that's the news this Friday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. But coming up after the break is this week's edition of Global Insight, where Professor Robert Patman looks at the protests in China and whether their president will resort to military action similar to that of 1989. We'll see you again next week. Mā te wā.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.